finally get their hands on the Premier League trophy, I think it's a dream come true for all of us.
Every team, especially those teams that are in a habit of competing for top honours every season, there are a few players who are untouchable, and the team overall needs them to function like a well-oiled unit. Such is the impact of these players that if they're struggling, the whole team will struggle, and if they're on fire, they automatically raise the level of those around them. And if these players are unavailable, the team's results can be seriously impacted. Ever since Liverpool signed him from Southampton, after consistent chasing back in 2016, Virgil van Dijk has established himself as one of the best defenders in the game today. This is a man who takes no prisoners and absolutely hates losing. He's the team's leader at the back, and with him marshalling the defence, you know that Liverpool will be a hard team to score against. The Dutchman has been in sensational form in the last 2 years and has played an instrumental role in making the Reds a true giant in England and beyond. However, there's always a time when a player of such significance might not be there to help the team out. Earlier this season, a rather cynical foul from Everton number 1 Jordan Pickford left the 29-year-old writhing in agony. Turns out, this knee injury was a serious one, and since then, we haven't seen him in the heart of the Liverpool defence. Klopp could have done without such an injury, because during Van Dijk's absence, the Reds have really struggled for consistency, even though their patched-up defence hasn't been that bad at all. The Dutch defender is expected to miss the remainder of the ongoing season, and perhaps even beyond, after damaging an anterior cruciate ligament while playing in the Merseyside derby at Goodison Park. Virgil van Dijk has undergone a successful knee operation since then, but Klopp didn't indicate how long the former Southampton defender will be sidelined.
We feel good. Obviously, it's tough these days, but it's a great time to be a Liverpool player, and also.
We're there for him, he knows that, and we will wait for him like a good wife is waiting when the husband is in jail, and we'll do, meanwhile, all we can do to make it as easy for him as possible. A few things are clear, so he will now be out for a while, that's clear. We don't want to set any time frame, to be honest, because each player is different. Virgil is Virgil, and we don't want to set any time frame, but he will be out for a pretty long time, and that's what the situation is. With fans blaming the England and Toffees shot stopper for an ill-timed tackle, it could have happened to anyone in a similar situation since it was a 50-50 challenge. Having sold Dejan Lovren to Zenit St. Petersburg for a reported €12 million fee during the last summer transfer window, Klopp fell short of a senior centre-back. As things stand, the former Borussia Dortmund coach has Joel Matip as the only available option as a defender, with Joe Gomez already on the treatment table. Some of the senior football pundits and sports journalists had started to link up several defenders with the Reds, insisting that the Merseyside club must sign an experienced defender as a cover to Virgil van Dijk. Napoli's Kalidou Koulibaly, according to media reports, was lined up as a replacement to the 31-year-old. However, Liverpool and Klopp surprised everyone by not making a centre-back signing despite selling the Croatian international to the Russian Premier League club. The Gaffer's gamble to not sign a defender didn't cost Liverpool big time, as the Reds started the campaign on a high by winning 3 of their opening 4 league meetings, including crucial wins against Arsenal and Tottenham. Even though they didn't do too badly from a defensive point of view after Van Dijk's injury, the next 10 league games saw Liverpool claim 6 wins and 4 draws, and that's a great achievement thinking that the Reds played and won most of their Champions League fixtures in between. Klopp survived the difficult time by playing Fabinho as a makeshift defender and Matip at the heart of Liverpool's defence, and by calling upon the services of the 23-year-old Nat Phillips and 19-year-old Rhys Williams from the youth team. The German tactician is undoubtedly a tactical genius who still managed to achieve good results from the team despite losing 2 of their regular defenders.
The performance was the performance I wanted to see.
Liverpool didn't field a consistent defensive partnership in each match, thinking they might lose more players to injuries if they didn't go for the rotation approach. The Reds were struck by another stroke of bad luck when they lost Matip during their 1-1 draw against West Bromwich Albion at home. The Cameroonian defender missed some important league ties against Newcastle, Southampton and fierce rivals Manchester United with an adductor injury. The Merseysiders were certainly not ready for this setback, as they managed to claim just 3 points in their next 4 league outings. Their latest 1-0 shocking defeat against Burnley on Friday has ended their 68-game unbeaten run at home and pushed them to 4th place on the league table. The Liverpool fans are upset after seeing their side unable to score a goal for over 400 minutes, but scoring goals hasn't been a problem for the Reds in recent years. It's the defence that needs attention, prompting them to spend a record fee for bringing in Van Dijk. Talking to the media after the match, Klopp was questioned if he could provide a timeline on a return for Virgil van Dijk. I don't know what is possible and what is not possible. I don't know if I'm the right person to judge that 100%, but he looks really good. I spoke with him this morning on the phone and he's in a really good mood, so it's all very promising. He looks really good, says the Liverpool manager. I spoke to him this morning on the phone. He's in a really good mood, so it's all very promising, but I don't know when he will be back. There are for sure a lot of stages still to go over or to pass, whatever, that's clear. I had this injury myself. For the time we're in and for how long he is out now, how long the rehabilitation is going on, he looks really promising, Klopp told a news conference. The Dutch defender's presence is sorely missed on the pitch, and that's not only because he can guarantee a clean sheet, but the former Celtic man can also score goals, especially from set pieces. Van Dijk has scored 14 goals during Liverpool's 162 league outings. He's won the Defender of the Season award for the 18-19 UEFA Champions League campaign. Although Van Dijk earned Man of the Match award for his imperious performance in the final of the competition against Tottenham Hotspur, the 6'4" defender caused problems to Bayern Munich in the round of 16 with a goal and assist at the Allianz Arena, which was one of the biggest tests during the team's run to European glory. The 29-year-old is now into the 4th month of his rehab program following the knee ligament injury he suffered in October last year. The Dutchman is constantly updating his fans about his condition by uploading and sharing videos while training at the NAS Sports Complex. One thing is certain, that Van Dijk will not be able to make a comeback in the coming weeks. So, what now? Should Liverpool go all out in the transfer market and make a signing, or stay calm and wait, even if it dents their chances of defending the league title? The answer to this question is simple. Liverpool might recruit someone during the winter transfer window with proven experience on a bigger stage, but they're less likely to spend a lot of cash in the transfer window given the financial situation of the club following the epidemic. Certain reports in the media suggested that the Reds could land David Alaba on a free transfer from the Bavarians. The Austrian defender, whose current contract with the Bundesliga and European champions will expire in June, he's not extended his contract with the German outfit. The player reportedly wants to come to the Premier League and challenge himself. The option to hire Alaba in place for Van Dijk looks like a quick solution to the defensive problems surrounding the English club, but the Fenway Group has shown over the years how much they dislike panic buying. Another reason why they will turn their back on the player is his €8 million annual salary demand. Moreover, it appears that the highly experienced defender could prefer a move to Real Madrid in the summer and might not be in a rush to leave Bavaria at the moment. Liverpool's defensive record since Van Dijk's injury is still commendable, conceding just 13 goals during their last 21 games in all competitions. But that's come at the expense of destabilising the rest of the team by fielding Jordan Henderson and Fabinho at the back. Without the calmness of winning aerial duels like Van Dijk does, and Gomez's pace to hold a high line at the back, and ball-winning back ability of Fabinho and Henderson in the midfield, Liverpool are likely to struggle more down the road. It's time when the Reds should look for a long-term alternative for the former Celtic man, because not many people have the mental strength and confidence to come back stronger after suffering such an injury. We all know that he will come back, but we also know that such serious injuries can really alter a player's performances, and psychologically, the player might start playing with a bit of fear in order to avoid getting injured again. But in all honesty, we really want the enterprising centre-back to make a swift recovery and quickly find his rhythm, because whether you're a Liverpool fan or not, the game needs such influential players.